But anyway, I wanted to ask you also now about the Fafner historical document, and I was just it was so funny because you I could see you put a lot of you started to, the comments were like you're attacking Fafner himself, but and I just it was interesting because you were trying to make a very nuanced argument about the you're trying to be very nuanced. It's like when you make a what is the document trying to do? Is it trying to prove single beat? Is it trying to disprove whole beat? And even I think he said in the comments, it's just I'm putting in all this information, make of it what you will. I think he really does say that, but it's not a strong debunk of anything because you don't know like what they played in these concerts. Like what did they do repeats? Did like
Not
how
only repeats.
what did they do in these concerts? We don't know. We only have the playbills. I mean, so but this document is it's very hard to draw out a conclusion from this document. But what would you say to that?
Well, I've made several videos on that. And also, actually, we reached out to this Mr. Fafner, who we only know by email. I mean, are you so sure of your case that you publish something? I don't know if it's like a teenager or a professor in musicology. I have no idea.
Well, see, they will attack you. They will say, like, see, now Wim is just attacking the guy. He's not talking about the
No, the document is, you are too kind for the document. The document is designed to attack me. I mean, it's written against me. Like I'm there in the preface.
He does say there's a polemic in the there's a polemic inside.
And I don't mind. But if you, I mean, I told you my daughter is now second year psychology. And if you would go with that document to university and say, like, what do you think about the process of writing? They would just say, like, where do we start? What is your position? What is the problem you want to solve? No word of that. It's just I'm the problem. So they want to fix me. And so that's a poor start on an academic peer review. It's not peer reviewed, but you cannot imagine how many even professors piano that I already know now that takes that document to prove that I'm wrong.
No, it's
and
bad. It's
no,
so
it's
bad,
very good.
the level.
I mean, it's very good. If that's the thing, Nikhil, if they have only that document to save their mainstream modern performance practice, I mean, we're in good. I mean, you and I will have champagne very shortly.
Yeah, you're laughing.
Because
absolutely.
That document is so easy to debunk, and I have done it. Of course, people will leave comments in this. I mean, I'm sorry for you, but
no, I like
they do
it.
whatever they want.
The
yeah, they do whatever they want. But if you go and research that time, and you go and take durations, which is a fascinating topic, by the way. First off, what do you take? The ideal tempo indication that the composer gave in their study room? Or you take like random durations of programs of which we have no clue what was played? And I'm saying that it's literally the case in every case. The Ninth Symphony is like the best example. The Ninth Symphony is like the highest source of proof that they get in the book. Like it's even printed with the George Smart and that the timing's there. And okay, they quote Temperley. Just read the article by Temperley. He died, I think, a few years back. It's written in the 60s, and I think it's very badly done. But there are some very interesting points. I don't blame the guy, and I'm not someone who said, like, I'm doing everything better. But what he's doing in that article is comparing these durations of George Smart with modern performances, and guess what? Yeah, there are correlations. So he makes the point, like, the metronome marks are not important. It's what people make of that. Okay, that's another point. But Temperley makes a point, it analyzes all the entries of George Smart, which was conductor of the Royal Symphonic Orchestra in London. And we have all these written timings. And he says, like, there is only one piece, I think it's the G minor symphony by Mozart, so the 40th, where he says no cuts. And then Temperley says the problem by this sentence is formidable. That's the word he uses. Because we have no clue. If that's the only piece of this long list that said no cuts, all repeats, then we have to assume that all the other pieces had cuts and left out repeats. And so we have no idea anymore where to start.
Yeah, because if you specify no cuts here, obviously the rest have no cuts as well. I mean, it doesn't make sense, right? I mean, why would you specify that?
No and then cuts, people say, like, the rest... how fast was that Mozart symphony then? Well, faster than that, 8 minutes faster than Gardner.
Ooh, ooh.
So
8 minutes faster than Gardner.
Yeah,
No,
there's no recording on this planet
because you know
that
the conductor's baton has a lighter action. So I wanted to ask you
the room
about,
was smaller. It's also possible.
yeah,
Or the players were just much better than today because they
of
practiced even more
course,
than people. That's something that
exactly.
I've never understood. Like, have
Oh
you any
yeah,
idea? That's a serious argument, by the way, by many hip professional fortepiano players. Like people in
yeah.
those days, have you
That's
any idea
great.
how much they
Good.
practiced? Have you any idea how many hours people today practice?
Yeah.
How many
Focal
injuries they
dystonia.
have?
Keep practicing, and get your hand injury. Keep going.
I'm
Terrible. I
not
mean,
saying
they
that
make
these
kids do
people.
this. They make
I'm
kids
not.
do this. It's crazy.
That's temper reconstruction. You like this or not? I think this is just a universe that opens. Heaven is opening when you just. It's unbelievable. Just imagine for one moment that we are right. Then you hear what Beethoven had in mind. But then the major takeaway, the major change we want to make, of what actually the research. It's the indirect implication is that people don't need, you don't have this incentive anymore to go and practice and practice and practice. We take that away, and hopefully a lot of more young musicians that go to conservatory can choose what direction they take.
Yeah.
Either you destroy your body or you don't. And if that's the major win-win, I think, for all of this.